Hello everyone, we are Group 19. Today we bring our evaluation outcome for the website YNAB. Here's our agenda with two main parts. YNAB is online budgeting tool that stands for You Need a Budget, which assigns installer to a category and bring together all accounts. Also encourage users to change their spending habits. Our objective is to detect user errors stemming from website design so that we can make recommendations for improving the interface. To make the objective measurable, we tested website functionalities based on 6 usability goals. Our group conducted evaluation with two main tools. Optimal Workshop allows us to acquire more data in less time and ensure valuable insights. The other tool is Loop 11, which have more engaging interaction and enable efficient screen recording. Both quantitative and qualitative results generated are fully reliable, but we still need to be conscious about some metrics, such as completion time may not fully reflecting the UX efficiency. During the test, our group fully respect our participant privacy about their personal information. We invited 21 for Optimal Workshop and 7 for Loop 11. All participants in range of 18 to 25 years old, and almost even in genders. Students are in majorities, 2 employees and 1 self-employed. More than 50% are willing to try this website. Compared with the user metrics we established before and website target user or users, our participant characteristics are in line with their expectations. Let's go to the key parts. For the first finding, we draw from the Optimal Workshop about its navigation bar in the landing page with 2 sub-issues. When they are doing the tasks 2 and 4, the average success rate was about 40% and some negative feedback. They complain that they cannot find the button because the word misunderstood. They recommend us to reconsider the name of initial button, like change how to into real cases. Another one is complicated hierarchy. 5 participants took more than 20 steps in the task. It is recommended us to reduce the layer by conducting closed beta testing to sort out essential layers.
Thanks, Yuan. Now I will talk about our 2 major findings for the application page. The first one is the user guide may not as effective and learnable as expected. Though the general feedback here looks pretty positive, we still find a lot of issues from their oral feedback. So there are 3 major issues. The first one is the content is not comprehensive enough. Those are the 3 steps covered in the current user guides. After reading that, 2 people still confused about how does these 3 steps work together as a budget tools. So they don't understand the logic behind these tools. And when people say the guides needs more detailed explanation, like all the small features here, and for our feedback of one later task, when people said the guide didn't cover all the main steps for budget setting, like it didn't talk about how to add a transaction. And for second issue, that first is listen to the audios.
It's not sure like if I'm choosing the right type for each of those fields.
It'd be great if there are animations to indicate where I should click for each step.
So the users are not sure whether they are doing correct and where to start for each steps. And the last 2 issue is the guide small window are not easy to find and the current content is too wordy. So our recommendation for that is for the content, try to add a more logic explanation. So before you're telling people what they need to do, it's better to let them understand what kind of problem this tool will solve. And also add more detailed explanation and don't forget to cover all the steps. The second is to add more visual elements. Try to use some highlights, signs, or made-up screenshot to indicate where the user should click, and try to present some information in the video. For example, the logic explanation. And the third is to make the guide small window more noticeable. Based on the app share pattern, it's better to put small window here instead of here. And our third issue is the manual steps to adding transaction record is too challenging. Let's look at this video. Just like he wrote, a little bit too hard to find the entrance. This happens to most of our participants. They don't know where to start this task and whether they are doing correct. So they just click around like this. And when people even abandon this task because of that. And the second issue is the information adding process is not effective and efficient. Too many information needs to fill and users are not sure which one are required. And also there are 2 hierarchy for the categories, but here user can only choose one. So our recommendation is create guides for that, already talked before, and change the button name so the user can easily find how to add a transaction. And try to use some symbol to indicate which fields are required. And don't forget to add another hierarchy. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.